Leviticus Chapter 22. And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
Speak to Aharon and his sons, so that they abstain from the qodesh things of the people of Yisra'el, which they dedicate to me, so that they do not profane my qodesh name. I am Yahweh. Say to them, if any one of all your offspring throughout your generations approaches the qodesh things that the people of Yisra'el dedicate to Yahweh, while he has an uncleanness, that person shall be cut off from my presence. I am Yahweh. None of the offspring of Aharon who has a leprous disease or a discharge may eat of the qodesh things until he is clean. Whoever touches anything that is unclean through contact with the dead, or a man who has had an emission of semen, and whoever touches a swarming thing by which he may be made unclean, or a person from whom he may take uncleanness, whatever his uncleanness may be, the person who touches such a thing shall be unclean until the evening, and shall not eat of the qodesh things, unless he has bathed his body in water. When the sun goes down he shall be clean, and afterward he may eat of the qodesh things, because they are his food. He shall not eat what dies of itself, or is torn by beasts, and so make himself unclean by it. I am Yahweh. They shall therefore keep my charge, lest they bear sin for it and die thereby when they profane it. I am Yahweh who sanctifies them. A layperson shall not eat of a qodesh thing. No foreign guest of the Kohen or hired worker shall eat of a qodesh thing. But if a Kohen buys a slave as his property for money, the slave may eat of it, and anyone born in his house may eat of his food. If a Kohen's daughter marries a layman, she shall not eat of the contribution of the qodesh things. But if a Kohen's daughter is widowed or divorced and has no child and returns to her father's house, as in her youth, she may eat of her father's food, yet no layperson shall eat of it. And if anyone eats of a qodesh thing unintentionally, he shall add the fifth of its value to it and give the qodesh thing to the Kohen. They shall not profane the qodesh things of the people of Yisra'el, which they contribute to Yahweh, and so cause them to bear iniquity and guilt by eating their qodesh things. For I am Yahweh who sanctifies them.
And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
Speak to Aharon and his sons and all the people of Yisra'el, and say to them, when any one of the house of Yisra'el, or of the sojourners in Yisra'el, presents a burnt offering as his offering, for any of their vows or freewill offerings that they offer to Yahweh, if it is to be accepted for you, it shall be a male without blemish, of the bulls or of the sheep or the goats. You shall not offer anything that has a blemish, for it will not be acceptable for you. And when anyone offers a sacrifice of peace offerings to Yahweh, to fulfill a vow or as a freewill offering from the herd or from the flock, to be accepted, it must be perfect. There shall be no blemish in it. Animals blind or disabled or mutilated or having a discharge or an itch or scabs, you shall not offer to Yahweh, or give them to Yahweh as a food offering on the altar. You may present a bull or a lamb that has a part too long or too short for a freewill offering, but for a vow offering it cannot be accepted. Any animal that has its testicles bruised or crushed or torn or cut you shall not offer to Yahweh. You shall not do it within your land, neither shall you offer as the bread of your Elohim any such animals gotten from a foreigner. Since there is a blemish in them, because of their mutilation, they will not be accepted for you.
And Yahweh spoke to Moshe, saying,
When an ox or sheep or goat is born, it shall remain 7 days with its mother, and from the 8th day on it shall be acceptable as a food offering to Yahweh. But you shall not kill an ox or a sheep and her young in 1 day. And when you sacrifice a sacrifice of thanksgiving to Yahweh, you shall sacrifice it, so that you may be accepted. It shall be eaten on the same day. You shall leave none of it until the morning. I am Yahweh. So you shall keep my commandments and do them. I am Yahweh. And you shall not profane my qodesh name, that I may be sanctified among the people of Yisra'el. I am Yahweh who sanctifies you, who brought you out of the land of Mitzrayim to be your Elohim. I am Yahweh.
Amen.